Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to design a necklace using this beautiful 6mm pearls. These are glass pearls, and we got this from GGC treasure bag, the festive collection. There is two treasure bags which got released last week. One is the festive and the other one is the elegant. The elegant got sold out. The festive is still available for you guys to purchase. I will leave down the description box below the link for the unboxing video. You can check it out what you get in the box. It's like more than, let me see, 31 items. As you guys can see, this is the GGC treasure bag, and there is, you can, as you guys can see, there is more than full strand. We have like, I think 13 strands. Yes, 13 strands in the box, and they are 15 and above. Nothing is 21 inch, 24 inch, 20 inch, some are 11. Just one is 11, one is 13, one is 12 and 14. The rest is all full and above. And then there is multiple items like 6-piece bag, 10-piece bags, so forth and so on. Multiple pendants that you can get, and 2 yards of chain in platinum and gold tone finish, and lobster claw clasp, and so much more to work with. So I took the 6mm strand, the 6mm pearl. It is a 15-inch strand, old lace glass pearls. It's 72 beads in total. So I'm going to make a choker, is what I thought. For this purpose, I'm going to use a 11 seed bead. Okay. So this is the color that I chose, a golden color with the pearls. You can choose any color you want. First I thought I will use this one, which is a darker one, and this one is a silver line topaz. I wanted to use that, but then I thought, okay, this color, I like it more than this one for the pearls. So I picked that one, and then I'm going to use a size 10 beading needle. I'm using the pony beading needle. It comes like this, nicely packed in this silver foil kind of a thing, like normally we get in gums, right? So that kind of a thing, I really like it. So I'm just gonna take one more from my stash and then close this and keep it safely so that I can take it next time. There we go. And then I store these in a pill box, which is very convenient, and I even have a small thread hanging right there. So I store this in a pill box and I close it and keep it on my table, so it's easy for me. So I'm using wildfire beadle on wildfire thread in a 6 pound 0.006 inches, and in this frost blanco color. That's what I'm using. You can use wildfire or fireline or whichever rag and thread, etc. So I just flatten the end of this with my pliers and take the needle and thread the needle through the thread rather than threading the and then pull it with my pliers. That way it's easier. So it's a 2 needle technique that I'm using. So I have needle on both ends of my cord, and I have about, say, after threading the needle, I have an arm span of thread. You can add thread later, but just in case, I just want to make sure I have enough thread to work with. And I have a clasp. This lobster claw clasp we got from the treasure bag as well. So we have both the tones, like the platinum and the gold, and this is a split ring, like how you have your keyring, how you add your keyring keys to your keyring, and this split ring is one of the ones that I want to clasp my lobster clasps to. I don't want to use a jump ring. You can use a closed jump ring if you have one available. I like to I don't have this big closed jump ring. I want this a big, because it's in the bag, it's always comfortable to have a bigger jump ring. So I use this split ring to work with. So first of all, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take my needle and go through the clasp, the lobster claw clasp, the loop in the lobster claw clasp, and about say bring it to the middle of my cord. Okay, just like that. I'm gonna dump some of my seed beads. Okay, then take your needle. I'm working with size 10, but you can also use size 11 or size 12 beading needle. It's totally up to you. So I have two I'm picking up 2 lemon seed beads in both the needles, and then picking up one more lemon seed bead on my right needle. Okay, then take my left needle and crisscross through that. So pick up 2 on both, and then pick up 1 and crisscross through that one lemon seed bead. So this is what I have so far. What I'm going to do is I'm just gonna go through that lemon seed bead. Actually, what I'm thinking is I'm gonna grab some 8 seed beads as well, just 2 for the end. That would be nice. I got the galvanized gold Miyuki round seed beads in 8 size. So I pick up this, and then I'm going to crisscross through the 8 rather than the 11. That way it'll be easier for me to work with. So crisscross through that. So this is what I have so far. Okay, now what you're going to do is pick up 11 a 6mm, 11 a 6mm, and then 11. So on one side 11 6mm 11, and on the other side 11 6mm and 11, and then pick up a 6mm. Doesn't matter on the right needle or the left needle. Pick up in one side, take the other one, crisscross through that, and when you pull, this is what you will have, right? If you like the thing, the white thread is gonna show a little bit. If you're not comfortable with it, you can choose a different bead here. You can choose an 8 and then work with it as well. So it's totally up to you. At this point, what I'm gonna do here is confirm if I really like this or if I want to do anything else. So I'll just trying to see if I can substitute this bead with some crystal or something like that. So I'm gonna continue. Sorry, I bumped the camera several times. I'm gonna continue with this. So pick up from this point, I pick up 1 11 1 6mm, one more 11 on one side, then on the other side the same 111, 6 millimeter and 111, and crisscross. We are doing right angle weave but with 2 needle technique. Okay, so you take the third 6 millimeter and crisscross through that. Doesn't matter which side you have, you just crisscross through that 6 millimeter. When you pull, this is what you will have. Kind of looks nice. I'm okay with it. So that's that. And then I also pulled these hot crystal bead from the Gigi's treasure bag as well. Let's see if we are going to use it. But from now on, this is the technique I'm going to use for the entire necklace. It's a 2 needle technique. It's straightforward. You can do that, but I want to add the crystal, but at some point of time I will choose to add the crystal. So I take 11 pearl, 11 pearl, drop it down, then to the left side 11 pearl, and then 11, drop it, crisscross through the pearl that you added extra on the right side, and then pull all of this together, and this is what we have. So you can do this as a bracelet, you can do this as a necklace. If this is a necklace, this is a choker that I'm gonna do. You can use 1 needle technique, you circle around and come back and add it. That's totally up to you guys as well, but I'm okay. This seems to be easier for me, so I'm choosing this. So I will add 111, I haven't reinforced the the clasp, but I will do so when I come back and do it. So 111, 1 pearl, and 1 more 11. See, pick up a pearl and crisscross through that. Right angle weave with the 2 needle technique. I'm going to continue doing this and I'll come back and show you guys what I got and how long we need this choker to be. Welcome back. I finished stringing all the beads that we have available, and for a choker for my neck is a little bit wider, and for me I need at least 15 inches, exactly 15 inches, like 14 and 3/4. But this one is only 11 inch long. Even if I add the bigger clasp, it won't be enough, but we can always use the extender chain in the back so that it's not very heavy necklace. But if I would have known, I would have calculated before, then I would have extended this part of the lobster claw clasp with some with some more seed beads on the both ends so that it can work perfectly. And also there is an option to use the cuboid beads that we got in the stash, the white color, the crystal clear one, and then do the right angle weave on the ends so that you can have that complete necklace with the everything. But I'm going to use an extender chain, and I don't like to wear chokers, something restricting my neck. I feel that my neck is a little bit fat, so choker will not look that good on me. So I want to make this necklace for my daughter. So the younger one, she's 11 years old, and I thought this will be perfect for her. So I'm gonna, this measures about, say, with a clasp it is 11 inches, so I can work around choker for her, and I will add the extender chain. We got the chain in the box as well, so we can do that. So here is I finished adding the last pearl. Now what I do is I pick up Actually, I should not be doing this, right? I will exit this pearl. So the last one needs to be through an 8 of seed bead. That's what we started with, right? So pick up a seed bead, a pearl and a seed bead on both the needles, and pick up an 8-0 and crisscross through the 8-0. Okay, just like so. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna use this at the end of my chain, extended chain. I'm gonna take a closed jump ring to finish this off. These are my closed jump ring stash. This is my closed jump ring stash. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up 2 11-0s. These are, by the way, my Yuki seed beads 11-0. So that's what I'm using. Okay, pick up those and then so go through this, but we want this to be flat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add one more 8 of seed bead. 8 of seed bead, crisscross through that. Okay, just like that, and then go through this from one side, come back. So I want this to lay flat, so this is going this side and coming back. Hopefully, no, we should not crisscross. Instead we should put the needle through the same hole. So I have the 8-0 in one side, in one, and then I go through the 8-0 with both the needles. That's exactly what you want here. Oops, what did I do? So add 2 seed beads on either side and go through the 8-0 with the 2 needles, so it's just going through in the same direction. Okay, take both the needles, go through the split ring, don't understand where it is getting tangled from. It's getting tangled a lot. I'm gonna take this off. It happens sometimes. See, now it's fine. Take both needles, push all the beads down, come back through the 8-0 with both the needles, just like so. Okay, you can separate the needle and then take one, go through, down, leave the other one here, come back through the 8-0, so I'm gonna reinforce it, and then go up through the 11-0 and the 8-0, and go through the split ring, come back through the 8-0, and through these two 11-0s on the side. So here is our other thread. I'm gonna go the other side, make sure you don't go to the 11-0 next to the 6mm, just the unit wherein we are reinforcing just the seed beads. The 8-0 kind of helps, you know. Go back through one more time, to understand how this is getting tangled. Go through the split ring, come down through the 8-0. We have reinforced enough, so go down through 11-0 on the sides. At this point it might be a little bit difficult. If you want to switch your needle, you can switch to 12 at this point. That way it might be easier for you guys. It'll be definitely easier for everybody. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and reinforce and tie some knots and come back, and I have to reinforce the other side. And I'm gonna see, I forgot, and I added the bigger jump ring rather than the smaller jump ring here. I was supposed to add the split ring at the end, but that's okay. So I took it and then I forgot. Okay. Come back. And then go up. So I'm retracing the path. You can do one needle at a time, which will be easier, otherwise it will be a little bit chaotic, but you can also do the 2 needle technique and come back. It's totally up to you. But I thought I will add some dangles here. I don't know if I want to do that or if I just want to keep this a classic necklace, you know. Go up. So the right angle weave, I feel, is the easiest weave in bead weaving. So if you're starting new for beading, it's ideal to use this stitch rather than any other stitch. And the double needle technique is always very easy, and you don't have to get scared of needle and thread and weaving, etc., because this one is very easy to follow and work, and there's a lot of variations that you can do within this one stitch. It's not that we can do elaborate stitches. We can continue weaving this. This is one row, then you can add more rows. There are so many alterations that we can do with right angle weave as such. So here we go. I'm gonna count this unit. So this 4 beads is one right angle unit, so we will consider this also a right angle unit, such that the 4th bead is a small 8 seed bead. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, 6 7 8 9. So there is 6 in the center. Okay, if you want to add some dangles or some at this point, you can do so, is what I was trying to say. So if I'm working on a dangle, as I see, so this one, I will park the needle down. So if I'm here, I can start from here. So see, 1 2 3. So that side only I need to count. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 8. So what we can do here is we can come down through this, the 11 and the 6 millimeter. We can pick up 11 this bead. So I'm thinking to add this one as well. So let's see. So we can add this. So we can bring in a color. This is the dangle that I picked up. It looks very pretty. I like it. If you like it, you can do it, but you can also finish the necklace at this point. So this is the dangle that I have. So it's from this side to this side. See that? So that's the dangle. It looks pretty, and my thread is exiting out of a 6 millimeter bead. I pick up 11 which is this one, and then heart bead. Okay, then 11 in the topaz color, and then this rectangle bead, crystal bead, then a topaz 11, drop it down. Okay, skip the last 11, go through that rectangle bead. Okay, pick up a topaz, then the crystal, and then the regular gold line seed bead. Everything is 11. Then go back through the next 6 millimeter. So we are not passing through anything else, but with just, my thread is a little bit short, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna go through this, add a couple of half-inch knots, reinforce this part, and then cut off my thread. Then I will add thread to add more dangles like this. It looks very, very pretty. I kind of really like it. So I catch the thread underneath this, between the seed bead and the pull, and then make a loop, go through the loop. That's a half-inch knot. So go back through the 11 seed bead, the pull, and the 11 seed bead, catch the thread underneath, go through the loop once, and you can also go through the loop twice. So that's a secure knot, and go down through the pearl. Okay, then go up through all of these. I mean, you can just do half hitch knots wherever you want to. So make my tail short, and then catch the thread, do a couple of half hitch knots here. Make sure the knot lies between the beads and not on top. There is a high chance it might do that. So now go through the seed bead, the pearl and the seed bead. Now again a half hitch knot. It's easy to hide the knot before the pearl. I guess you guys understand what I mean by that. Make sure you don't catch hold of the dangles like how I did. It's a pretty sturdy thread, the wildfire I mean, so it's good. Go through the 11 and catch the thread and make a loop. Go through the loop. I'm just retracing my path. Making sure I have enough knots. And then go up and around, and then you can snip that thread off. Okay, take it off. What you can do is take another thread. Still you have your other one here, but you can come back, or you can tie a knot here. That's fine with the other cord. So take another piece of cord, because we need to make this tangles. I made 3. I need to make how much more? Between the 8. So 1 2 3, let me count. So that's 4, that's 4, that's 4 8, and this is 9. So that's 4, that's 4 8, and this is 9. So 1 2 3, 3 more. That's it. So we can add thread here, continue back, add this, and go back and reinforce this side. Okay, so we can do that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut about, say, I would say a wingspan. We don't need an arm span anymore. Just a wingspan is good enough. I'm gonna cut about, say, a wingspan, and then add it to the needle. But this time what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna knot this cord. Okay, knot these 2 cords. Make one more knot. Just 2 overhand knots I did. I'm gonna make one more overhand knot. Make it really tight. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take this and go back through the pull. I want to hide the knot in between the pull. Oops. I knotted and I went through the same pull again. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my thread sap and then sap these two threads. These two threads are knotted together, right? So these two things, I'm going to sap it. And I'm going to just use my zap to round that knot up. Okay, just melt it just like that. I took the other thread which was right here with the needle, weaved in completely, and I brought this all the way this side. Okay, so weaved in completely and brought this all the way this side, and this is where it is. Now we can zap that out too. So I did a couple of half-inch knots on the way, and I reached up till the last but one right angle unit. So see, this is how I'm gonna round it and just leave it, melt it a little bit so it becomes a bulb like a thing, and then press it. Then we are gonna add 3 more, right? It's become quite stiff now. If you want to change your needle to a 12, I would suggest you do that, and that will be easier. So see this, how tight it is. I'm just gonna choose the other side and practice before you preach. I should have shifted it to the size 12 needle, but I really like and I'm comfortable with the size 10, so it's kind of a difficult transition for me, looks like. So I just go through this, go up, and I have to come out of the 6 millimeter to add the 3 more fringes. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna finish the 3 more things and go to the end and reinforce this clasp, and then show you guys what I have the finished project with. Guys, I finished the necklace. I added some half-inch knots and I'm done with the entire necklace, and this measures about 10.5 inches only. So for my neck I need 4.5 inch. I took a 4-inch piece of the chain that we received in the box. We have 1 yard of these, so we have plenty to work with. And now what you need is 2 jump rings. So these are different size jump rings that I got from beadboxbargains.com, the sister store of Bargain Beadbox. and I'm gonna use, these are open jump rings by the way. I'm gonna use this to attach this at this end, but this one I'm gonna connect with a little bit bigger jump ring, just as this. And I am gonna save my closed jump ring for future projects, which I forgot to add at that point of time, but that's okay. So to open and close a jump ring, I use 2 sets of pliers. I really like my bent nose pliers for that, and tweezer nose pliers or needle nose pliers, anything will work. Twist open the jump ring, so one side needs to come towards you, the other side needs to be away from you. So once you got that, add the chain link and close it. Okay, make sure it's completely closed. You should hear that click sound. So that's one. Let's see where I put the other jump ring. Maybe put it inside, I guess. So not a bigger one, smaller one, but these are nice and thick gauge jump ring. I believe these are 18 gauge. So the thicker the gauge, the safer it is, in my opinion. I prefer thicker gauge jump ring to work with rather than thinner ones. So because it's a choker and I don't want it to be longer, I'm just choosing the size that I want. But you can always do this as an adjustable chain. I'm doing this as a back chain is what I'm meaning to say. So here we go. So this is our choker necklace. I really like it. You can wear it as a choker or as a regular necklace, but regular necklace, if you see, if I keep it this way, it just rolls it. So it's better to be worn as a choker, so that way it fits properly your neckline. So I really like these dangles too. You can actually do more dangles if you want to, but I just did this because it's gonna be in the middle anyways. And also you can use this as a bracelet as well. Let me show you guys how we're gonna do that. So you can bring that and then lock it right here, and this will be your bracelet. I hope it makes sense, and I hope you guys like this tutorial. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a week, and this is ggctreasures.com treasure bag called Festive, and there was actually one other colorway, which is I believe, I'm sorry, I forgot, but this is a festive collection. And you can actually order this. This is available as of now. I'm not so sure, but how long it's gonna stay. This is not a monthly subscription. It's a treasure bag that comes available, and then you have to buy it. When it gets sold out, that's about it. And also it is mostly bi-monthly, not monthly. And then there is more than 13 strands of beads in this box, and this is the first necklace that I made with the box, and I'm gonna make more. I'll come back with the next video. Have a good day. Bye bye.